Sunday Showcase, made possible by a public service grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. The Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment. He bringing a appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect.
What's going on, family? Bruce, Gas, Jazz, and more. T. Wells, my fault. I was gonna go live yesterday. I had something come up, and I had to postpone it to today. But listen. This Friday is a jam-packed day of boxing. I was gonna do, I usually do my live streams on Saturday, but there's 4 different events going on Friday that I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to know what's going on. Undercard and boxing always bring you guys the fight updates. And we're going to start first and foremost with the Top Rank card. This is going to be on Top Rank, as I just said. This is going to be in Texas, American Bank Stadium. We have some upcoming prospects. John Rhino, 7-0, versus Bynum Israel Rodriguez. John Ryko is 7-0. Brian Ismail Rodriguez is 4-1-1. They square off in 6 rounds, 3 minutes. You also have Emilio Vargas. He will be fighting on this Top Rank card. He is 6-0. All fights by knockout. This is also a 6-round fight. He is going up against Alejandro Guardado. He is 5-0. So 2 undefeated fighters, prospects at the time, putting their own on the line. We have also Jermaine Ortiz, who was coming off of a very close decision loss to Lomachenko, a fight in which I believe he won. But of course, we listen to the scorecards. We are not athletic judges, so we cannot argue the decision. He is going against Antonio Mora. He is 29-5-1. This is going to be a 10-round fight at a 135. We also have another highly touted prospect, a guy who I believe should have been prospect of the year, Delonte Johnson, or they also call Tiger Johnson. He is 9-0. He is fighting an 8-round fight versus Ricardo Cuarzo. He is 13-2. You also have Omar Aquila, 25-1, versus Julio Luna. Omar is 25-1-0. Julio is 21-2. They're both Mexican fighters. This is an 8-round fight at 147 pounds, and excited about the prospects of these guys. The welterweight division is going to be enduring a lot of shakeup. Once you see that the guys at 147 will be moving up. A1 Hoop Zone, salute my brother. You also have Ruben Villa, 21-0, versus Brandon Valdez, 15-3-0. This is an 8-round fight at 126 pounds. You have an American versus Portuguese. Should be an interesting fight. I can give you some more of these guys' stats once we finish the fight card. And this is a pretty long Top Rank fight card. Usually they have about 4 to 5 fights, but I think because of right before Mexican Independence Day, which is the 16th, they're deciding to put on some fights right before that and see if they can get the general public just interested in boxing. You also have Robinson Conceição. He is 17-2-0. I believe he lost to Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. This is he's fighting an 8-round fight at 130 versus Humberto Gallardo, 14-3-1. And you also have the return of the highly touted prospect Xander Zayas, 16-0. He will be the co-main event versus Roberto Valenzuela Jr., 21-4 and zero draws. This is a 10-round fight, three for Xander Zayas, NABF, WBO, NABO, super welterweight titles. And in the main event for this top rank card, you have Luis Alberto Lopez versus Joet Gonzalez. Luis is 28-2-0. Joet is 26-3-0. And this is for bout. This bout is at 126 pounds. And thank you guys for everyone that's pulling up. This is going to be the main event on this card. So Top Rank has about 9 fight cards this Friday on ESPN and ESPN Plus. The fights will be at 8 p.m. That's when I believe the fight starts. And like I said, they have 9 fights. And in between that, you're going to get some upsets. You're going to get some, something that doesn't go right. But for the state of boxing, to have 9 different fighters getting an opportunity to shine on this top rank card, I think that's amazing for boxing. We also have the much anticipated return of Xander Zayas, who suffered an injury. Like I said, Jermaine Ortiz, a possible opponent for Shakur Stevenson, for Lomachenko, maybe a rematch. There's a lot of interesting fights that can take place depending on how this fight card goes. And interested to definitely take it in this Friday, 8 p.m. on Top Rank. We also have a DAZN card. So there's 4 fight cards this Friday. Probably all not taking place at the same time, but close enough where it's like, man, I'm going to have to devy my attention. Oh, 1 second. I'm looking up the fight cards right now. Showtime also has a fight card going on. TGP. How's everyone doing out there today? I'll actually put the link in the chat. 1 second. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the state of boxing, a lot of rumor reports, a lot of not misinformation, but just a lot of things going on where I think it's taken away from the boxers who are actually just getting in the ring, putting their themselves on the line and trying to make good things happen. Golden Boy promotion. Promotion. If anyone wants to hit the link and come up, give me 1 second. Y'all hear that background noise? I want to apologize. It's the loud city of New York City, always rearing its ugly head. It never fails as to how noisy it is. But we get through it and we do what we got to do. All right, 1 second. Okay. All right, here goes the DAZN card. So the prelims will be shown on YouTube. This event starts at 9 o'clock. This is on DAZN. We have 8 bouts. We're going to start all the way from the bottom and work our way up. We have someone making their pro debut. Danzia Martinez, she's 0-0 versus Shadum Natalie Medina, 1-2-0. This is a 4-round bout, 2 minutes at 118 pounds. We also have Trinidad Vargas. He is 3-0. This is also on the prelim fights where you will be able to watch this on YouTube. You have Angel Meza. This is 4-0 with 3 draws. This is a 4-round bout. Also on the prelims, you have Carlos Garcia, 14-0. He's fighting at 147, 8 3-minute rounds versus Eduardo Daniel Pena. He's 11-1-1. That completes the prelims, which will be shown on YouTube for the DAZN card. If you want to watch the prelim, you just hit DAZN, and you'll be able to watch these 3 fights. If not, you have to go into, for the other fights, you'll have to go into the DAZN app, which has a subscription fee. So in the main card, which will be shown on DAZN, you have Federico Pacheco Jr. As you know, Pacheco, I guess the brother, is a highly touted prospect as well. He's 4-0. He's in the main card, 4 rounds, 3 minutes versus Carlos Cardenas. Excuse me. He's 4-0. This is an American versus Mexican bout. You have Christian Olivo, 21-1, in a fight at 126 versus Kevin Barrera Cespo. He is 12-0. So one guy who has 1 loss and an undefeated guy. You also have Sabrina Perez versus Sky Nicholas for the interim WBC Women's Featherweight title. So I believe this is Nicholas' first shot at the title, and this is a step-up fight. She's fighting someone with 18 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. This is about as at 126. She is 7-0, Sky Nicholas. So this is a big step up, and this is for an interim title. You also have Angel Ferreira versus Byron Zapata. He is 21-1-2. This bout is at 135. Barrera is 13-1. This is for the WBO, NABO lightweight title. So this is the DAZN card. A few recognizable names on the card that us boxing fans can go, oh, I know who that is. I've seen them fight before. This is DAZN. This will be at 9:00. This is this Friday on DAZN. One moment. We also have a Showbox New Generation fight. So Showbox. So we just went Top Rank. We just went DAZN. And now we're at Showbox or Showtime, which puts on Showbox fights where they, of course, highlight prospects and give some of the upcoming guys a platforms to fight on. That way they can make their bones. So in this Showtime fight, it will be 10:00. So I believe we started at 8, 9, and 10. This is going to be in San Antonio, Texas. We have 8 fights on this card. This will be starting at 10 p.m. So it's kind of funny that each of the broadcasting has staggered their events. Top Rank is at 8, DAZN is at 9, and then Showtime is at 10. So for the prelim fights, we have Raven Brown, 0-0, making her pro debut at 130, 4 rounds, 2 minutes, versus Carla Pock. She is 0-1-0. Jose Antonio Ruiz, 0-2-1, in the prelim at 118, 4 rounds, versus Felipe Hernandez. You have Antonio Ramos, 2-0. This bout will be at 140. He is fighting Byron Springs. He is 3-11-2. Wow. But everyone that steps in the ring deserves our respect, and I'm definitely going to give them to him, because once I've stepped in the ring and ended up on my face, I got nothing to say. Dangberto Navarez. This is at 168. He is 8-4-1 versus Alejandro Alos. He's 1-2. This is a prelim fight, so this will be shown probably on YouTube. You also have Felix Garcia. He's 6-0 versus Jose Johnson. This fight is at 135. Felix is 6-0. Joseph is 3-0. So someone has got to go. Thank you for everyone that's there pulling up and listening. We're just going over these 4 fight cards that's going to be happening on Friday. Uh, it seems that each broadcast network is going to be putting on a fight. So I'm excited to just share that information with you guys. So if in the event you would like to watch some Friday night boxing, you have a plethora to choose from. You have Top Rank, you have The Zone, you have Showtime, and there's a new app out there that I've been trying to tell you guys about. It's called BXNG.TV. It's an app you can download. You pay only for the event that's going on for that day, but it's not an expensive price point. Maybe it's like $19.99, and you get to watch the entire fight card. And they're putting on shows locally. So if it's in Philadelphia, you're gonna probably see some Philly fighters. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not know, but keep an eye on the guys you see on this card because eventually they are going to be headliners. And I promise you this because I'm watching the guys who they have on their platform and how they're promoting them. What they're giving them as a platform, as a way for them to build themselves to maybe sign to a Showtime, sign to a Top Rank, sign to a Eddie Hearn in the Zone. So some of these guys, they might not be headliners now, but eventually down the line, you might see them on some of the biggest cards or as an undercard fighter for some big events. So let's get back into it. And this fight card that we're going over is on Showtime. We went over all the prelim fighters, so they're going to be about 5 prelim fights. Oh, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 prelim fights, which will be shown on the Showtime YouTube page. And this event starts at 10 o'clock. So let's go to the main card. We have Friedez Rojas Jr., 11-0. This is the main card. This will be on Showtime. This main card will be at 147. This is 4 rounds, 3 minutes versus Joseph Johnson. He is 3-0. So excuse me, I said the wrong guy. 147. This is his opponent is Saul Butos. He is 14-1-1. So this bout is at 147. You have Micro Cruel versus Rudy Garcia. This is going to be the co-main event. You have a 12-0 fighter versus, this is going to be at 126 versus a 13-0 fighter with 0 losses. So someone has got to go. This fight's at 126. You have an Argentinian versus an American. And in the main event, this is for the WBA Continental American Super Bantamweight title. You have Rafael Pedroza versus Ramos Cardenas. Rafael is 15-0. He's from Cuba versus the American Ramos, 22-1-0. This is a 10-round, 3-minute fight. And these fights will be shown on Showtime. All right, guys, we are running through this where we can start maybe talking about some of the events that's going on in boxing, if that's something you guys are interested in. Yeah. Got canceled. 1 second, guys. Just going through the list of fights. Gonna be a list of fights. All right. So it looks like we've covered all of the. I know I said 4. The BXNG.TV fight. They only post their information in one place and one place only. Let me see if I can get that information for you guys. We have matter of fact, what I will do is I will post that information on my community page. If you guys are ever looking for any of the fights, please check my community page. There's also a great brother that's doing some amazing work called L-Dub Boxing. He always posts upcoming fights, how to watch them. Sometimes he drops the link in for the, not the fights, but the information leading to the fight. And he's one of the people who are giving out good information where you can tune into the fight, who's on the fight card. Sometimes there are things that happen the day of the fights where, guys get injured, guys have to be removed from cards. He's very in tune with what's going on, and he definitely updates you a lot to what's going on. So definitely check out L-Dub Boxing. I think he's really good for the sport of boxing because anyone that can give you information straight from the source and is credible is good, because in life not only do you want to hear the right information, but you want it to also be factual. So when you decide to speak on it or to carry that information to somebody else, you have the backing of the person who told me is credible. You don't really want to be running around with information and saying things just because. So there is a fight card in New York City. It says Thursday, but I think it was moved to this Friday. This is a Fight Night by Lou DiBella. It's in Sony Hall, New York City. This is a 6-round bout. Kurt Scooby has fought on this card many times. If you saw his last fight versus Hank Lundy, he fought on for this promotional company called Boxing Insider Promotion. Lou DiBella is doing some wonderful work. You also have Larry Holmes as a ring announcer for this event. I think this is shown on YouTube. Yeah, it's internet stream, so you can watch this Boxing Insider on YouTube, which means it's free. So you have David Lopez, 4-0 at 140, 4 rounds, 3 minutes, versus Abduhar Rahim Abdullah, 4-6, and let me just click on Abdullah because is that the brother of Abdullah Mason? I can't tell. Okay. Just trying to get some more information for you guys. So that's the main card that starts. Let me tell you when this fight card starts. Starts at 7:30. You also have Famous Wilson. He is 2-0 versus, and this is a main card at 160, 4 rounds, 3 minutes. Nishan Anderson. He is 1-4-2. You also have Christian Atoro. He is 5-4-0. This main card is at 135, 6 rounds, 3 minutes, versus Carlos Marrero, 5-8-3. You also have Josefina Vega. This is a main card at 126. Josefina is 9-6-0 versus Jakia Palvios. She is 3-6-1. You also have Silas Selden. He is 26-1-0. This is the main card at 140. 8 minutes, 3 rounds, versus Patrick O'Keen, 25-2. And in the main event, you have Brian Sebilo. This is the main card at 154. He is 15-1-0 versus Eric Leon, 16-1-1. Now this is a Lou DiBella card in New York City. 6 fights. It will be showing on the internet, so you guys can stream this if you want to watch some boxing. I might even stream it myself to my channel, so that way you guys, it will not have the sound. You will not be able to talk to me directly, but I'll have the fight up, so that way if you guys are interested in watching it, looking for some boxing, looking for some quality fights, you won't be able to you can interact in the chat with other people who are there watching with you, but I will keep the sound muted because it could be a copyright infringement because someone else is showing this or having this up on their YouTube. But I think I was a day early talking shit. Yeah, I see you, T Wells. Yeah. You definitely. Actually, I was supposed to go live yesterday. When I put it up, it was for yesterday, but I didn't have the proper location to do my event or to do this live stream. So I decided to move it. H-Town. Listen, the link's in the chat, fellas. If y'all want to come up, we could talk some of the news going on. I just went over about 4 different fight cards. There's fights all over each platform this Friday. Top Rank, The Zone, Showtime, and this boxing app that I've been telling you about, bxng.tv. This is not a paid sponsorship, not yet. I'm waiting for them to come write me a check, and then we go full force. But being that I cover a lot of the fights, I see who is doing a lot of new putting up some new information. So I'm happy about that. And H Town, if you're there, man, hit the chat. I haven't talked to you in a minute, brother. How you doing? If you are available, I know that that's probably not ideal. Sometimes you just come, say salute, and then you got to get running, or you're doing something that doesn't, permit. But yeah. So now that we've discussed the undercard fights or the fights that's going on this Friday, I didn't make any fight predictions. What I did was just go over them, where you can watch them, what time those are going to be on, and excited for this Friday where you have like so much fights going on. Then what you call it? The day after is Mexican Independence Day, and we have William Zepeda versus Marco Gesta, which I think is going to be a quality fight. William Zepeda versus. Oops, my bad. My bad. I'm talking to myself. Hold on, I just want to wrench everybody up, make sure everyone's good. All right, cool. Hello. Yeah. So yeah, the state of boxing is a fantastic place. Thank you for everyone that's passing by and hitting the like button. It means a lot. Um, I'm a growing channel. As you can see, I'm trying to become more consistent with putting in this work. Um, I definitely know that there's a place for me in this boxing community, a place where you can go for the fights, know where they are, how to watch, how to stream, or not, excuse me, not how to stream, but how to take in what's out there. A lot of times fight cards are going on, and we as boxing fans don't know about them because they're not highly promoted. I've seen Golden Boy cards where you don't even see a weigh-in, you don't see any thing on the internet. All you do is see that someone is having a fight. If it's not one of their marquee talents, then it's like they don't give them that extra push as a network, and I think that's disheartening for the boxers because I'm putting my life on the line. And yes, I'm doing it for a paycheck, but I'm also doing it for entertainment. So I would like if I'm going to fight, I would want someone to watch it or know that I'm fighting. I want to know, I want someone to say, man, that guy didn't lose that fight because you witnessed it happen, not that you heard about it, through the grapevines. But I think boxing's in a phenomenal place. We have what are we in September, October, November, December. We still have 4 more months of boxing. And from what I've been hearing, what's been, leaked, said to me in passing or things I've read, we might be getting Boo Boo versus David Benavidez. We already know that Shakur Stevenson will be fighting Edwin De Los Santos November 16th in Las Vegas. We also have slightly confirmed Devin Haney versus Regis Prograde, December 9th in San Francisco. Tank says he wanted to fight before the year ended. Errol Spence versus Bud rematch is possible. I know that things have been going on with that discussion, but I'm still optimistic. And that's what you can be as a fight fan. You pay your money for what you want to support, and if you don't support it, then you're going to show it by not showing your money, by not spending your money. But I think, in my opinion, this has been one of the great years of boxing, with marquee fights, with upsets, with talent, with how the sport is moving forward. If they're going to give us a 2023 like this, I can only imagine 2024. And when we look back, I've said this in another live stream, but Tank Davison started off the year with his fight card. I think it was January 7th, if memory serves. Don't quote me on that. But Tank started off the fight year with having his event, and he had Boo Boo, Boots, Speedy Rashidi, and GTD set boxing, in motion for the rest of the year. And then he gave you Tank versus Ryan. And then we got Haney versus Loman. Then we got Plant versus Benavidez. And then we got, was Shakur versus Valdez this year or last year? No, we got Shakur versus Yoshino this year. We've just been getting boxing, and I think that's, as a boxing fan, that's what we want. We want to be able to know when these events are going on, when we can watch them, when we can be entertained by them, and to know not only when our favorite fighters are fighting, but when the upcoming guys are fighting. And Undercard and Boxing will always be there to give you guys this information. I thank each and every one of you for stopping by. T Wells, yeah, it was hella funny. I was supposed to go live yesterday and had to move the date to today. But I think this might be something that I try to do on the regular. I'm definitely not in my time window that I want to be in, but we'll figure some stuff out. I know, salute to my guy, Just Do Boxing. He is live right now. If everyone is over here, please make sure to go over there. Tell them Undercard and Boxing send you, but you probably already know that because that's probably where I met each and every one of you guys from. But yeah, State of Boxing is in a great place. We're not going to discuss rumors. Let's see what Saturday's show is all about, because there's only one fight card, so we should be able to get through that one a little quickly. We are not going to forget that William Zepeda turned down fighting Shakur Stevenson. We're not going to forget that, even though he has a fight on Mexican Independence Day, which, a fight they usually reserve for Canelo Alvarez. Maybe we discuss some of the upcoming fights, like Charlo versus Canelo. What else? What's another one coming up? Shakur versus Edwin De Los Santos. Katie Taylor versus Chantal Cameroon 2. Amanda Serrano fighting I think I'm not sure if in history, I might want to do some research on that, but fighting the first woman's 12 rounds, 3 minutes, excuse me. I'm not sure if that's the first time in women's history, but I'm definitely going to do some research and be able to bring you guys that information as it pertains to that. I salute to everyone for stopping by. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. It really means a lot. I've been receiving a lot of good information while in this YouTube space. A lot of people very encouraging, telling me to, keep doing what I'm doing. The live streams will become more consistent. The channel will begin to grow. And I realize people will always seek and find what they're looking for. And I feel like, my platform is something that people are looking for. And I thank each and every one of you for stopping by. This was a quick 30-minute stream. I did drop the link in the chat. If anyone is out there wants to pop up, the link is right there in the stream. If everyone wants to come up, chat with me for a couple of minutes. I was gonna go an hour. Ran through those fight cards a little bit quickly. Maybe I should have given you guys some more information on, what they were fighting for, who's up next, who's after that. Sometimes you can look ahead as to how they're positioning fighters, and when this fight takes place, what's the next fight that's going to happen, and from there, you can almost see the writing on the wall as it pertains to how boxing is constructing itself. I hope I've also, with reading and some interviews, Jamal Charlo will be making his ring return before the end of the year. Versus who? I don't know. Do you want to put him in the ring with Carlos Adames? Do you want him to get a tune-up fight? And who? Maybe a Daniel Jacobs? Maybe a Triple G? I don't know. But when the WBC said they spoke to him and he seems like he's in a better place and ready for a ring return, I think that's just phenomenal for the state of boxing. All that he's had to deal with outside the ring to be able to now come back and still undefeated. He's still a 2-division champion. He was a champion at 154 and then a champion at 160. Whatever you have to say about Jamal Charlo, please remember to put some respect on his name. It's also a possibility of him moving up. We can also discuss the Janabek fight because, I would love to see more unifications happen. I know that mandatory challengers should get their opportunity to fight, and that's important for the state of boxing for guys who are number one contenders to eventually fight the champions. But I like to see unification, guys knocking off other champions to say, I'm the best in the division. So I'm definitely looking forward to boxing and what's really going on. And eventually 140 will be filled up again with champions because I think since Triple G dropped those belts, no one has fought for them. And I don't know if he's officially retired, if he's quiet retired. I don't know what's the official statement as it pertains to him. And to me, you've made a lot of money in your career. I know you probably wanted that Canelo win just so you could stamp the resume you have and stated that you're an all-time great. But 3 chances and you didn't get it. But salute to you. Salute to everyone. I'm about to play that intro music and get up out of here.
To my brother, man. From the motherland. Word him up.